In Vietnam, there's a funny saying about male barbers. We're the ones who literally hold the world's heads. Many young guys who stop pursuing formal education end up picking up this trade because it's pretty accessible and a practical way to earn a living. It's a super common job here. I actually spent 10 years working as a barber myself, but lately I've been taking my life in a different direction. Today, I'm heading back to my old barbershop to visit my former co-workers. I want to show you guys what a real Vietnamese barbershop looks like and how much a barber here actually earns. In Vietnam, there's a funny saying about male barbers. We're the ones who literally hold the world's heads. Many young guys who stop pursuing formal education end up picking up this trade because it's pretty accessible and a practical way to earn a living. It's a super common job here. I actually spent 10 years working as a barber myself, but lately I've been taking my life in a different direction. Today, I'm heading back to my old barbershop to visit my former co-workers. I want to show you guys what a real Vietnamese barbershop looks like and how much a barber here actually earns. Since the old shop is pretty far from where I currently live, I'm staying in Binh Chang district now, while the barbershop is all the way over in Thu Duc. I decided to take the metro train today. The metro is a relatively new and modern addition to public transit here in Saigon. It makes travelling from one side of this massive city to the other so much faster and easier compared to riding a motorbike through traffic. Sitting back on a clean, air-conditioned train, watching the city breeze by through the glass window, is honestly a really refreshing way to travel. As I was walking through, I spotted a dance group filming a video right here. Their energy was amazing and it was so cool to watch. The vibe around these metro stations has become so vibrant and lively lately. I'm starting my journey from Ben Thanh Station right in District 1. I decided to buy a ticket all the way to the end of the line, even though my actual stop is just a few stations before that. The fare is 20,000 Vietnamese dong, about 80 cents. Super affordable, fast and hassle-free. I paid directly using a QR code on my phone, and all I had to do was scan it at the automatic gate to walk right through.
Vui lòng đứng trong bậc thang và nắm tay vịn.
Talking a bit more about this metro line, for working class people like us, a modern public transit system like this is honestly a complete game changer. If you've ever experienced Saigon's traffic during rush hour, you know how brutal it can be. Millions of motorbikes crawling through endless gridlock, breathing in thick dust under the scorching heat, or getting drenched in sudden tropical downpours. After a long, exhausting 8 to 10 hour workday, riding a bike through all that chaos just drains whatever energy you have left. The metro changes all of that. For just 20,000 Vietnamese dong, basically the price of a cheap cup of iced coffee, you get a fast, safe and air-conditioned ride across the city. You don't have to worry about red lights, flooded streets or high petrol prices. Instead of stressing over traffic, everyday workers can actually sit back, close their eyes for a quick power nap or just listen to music while looking out the window. It bridges the gap between distant suburbs and the city centre, saving hours of commuting time every single week. It gives hard-working people a much more comfortable and dignified way to get around town every day. At each station along the way, I decided to hop off for a bit to explore. Looking down from the elevated platforms, you get a cool view of the endless traffic weaving through the busy streets below. Ever since this metro line opened, these stations have turned into super popular check-in spots for young people in Vietnam. Everywhere you look, you'll see folks snapping photos and capturing moments with this modern, vibrant backdrop. By late afternoon, rush hour hits as everyone gets off work. The train gets super crowded and there isn't a single seat left, so most of us have to stand. Even though it's packed, standing shoulder to shoulder with other working folks heading home after a long day gives you a really cozy, everyday Saigon vibe. One thing that really impressed me at the station is the public restroom. Even though it's a public facility used by thousands of people every day, it's kept sparkling clean and completely odor-free. It's honestly such a huge plus for public transit here. Standing up here and looking down at the rush hour traffic as the sun sets, my mind just naturally slows down a bit. Saigon in the late afternoon is always a flurry of movement. Red tail lights stretch down every street as people weave through traffic, eager to get home a little faster. After a long, exhausting day of grinding for a living and pushing through the daily hustle, the road back home, where a warm meal and family are waiting, is honestly the most peaceful place to be. Watching all those tired backs on motorbikes, I feel a deep appreciation for hard-working, everyday people. No matter how tough or draining life gets, knowing there's a quiet place to return to and loved ones waiting for you makes every struggle out there feel a whole lot lighter. And I've finally arrived at Thu Duc Station. From here to my old barbershop, it's about another 5 to 6 kilometers, about 3.5 miles. By now, it's completely dark, and the street lights are all lit up. Instead of grabbing a motorbike taxi or a bus, I decided to just walk the rest of the way. Partly because I wanted to get some steps in, but mostly because it's been a while since I've had the chance to just stroll around under the cool evening air of Thu Duc. As night falls, the city settles down. The harsh heat and rush hour chaos are replaced by a cool, gentle breeze. Walking along, taking in the night scenes, and reflecting on my 10-year journey as a barber. Each step bringing me closer to the old shop and my former co-workers gets me pretty nostalgic and excited. Alright, time to pick up the pace so I don't keep them waiting. And I finally arrived at Thu Duc Station. From here to my old barbershop, it's about another 5 to 6 kilometers, about 3.5 miles. And here we are, finally standing right in front of my old barbershop. Out of more than 100 branches owned by my former boss, stretching from all over Vietnam to overseas locations, this hidden corner will always hold a very special place in my heart. In the middle of a city as fast-paced and chaotic as Saigon, where traffic and honking horns never seem to stop, finding a quiet barbershop tucked deep inside a peaceful alley, completely surrounded by lush greenery, is an absolute rarity. People affectionately call this place the Healing Barbershop. It's called healing not because of anything miraculous, but because the moment you step through these gates, the urban noise fades away. You get to slow down, breathe in the fresh air, take in the soothing greenery, and just let your mind unwind. While we're here, I want to talk a bit more about the barber industry in Vietnam compared to the rest of the world. A lot of people view barbering in Vietnam as just a simple, low-income trade, but in reality, the skill level of Vietnamese barbers is remarkably world-class. Local barbers are internationally recognized for their meticulous razor work, incredible speed, precision fades, and their ability to handle tough Asian hair types with ease. The biggest contrast between getting a haircut in Vietnam versus Western countries comes down to the overall customer experience. In many developed countries, getting a haircut is purely transactional. You sit down, get a quick 15 to 20 minute trim, and pay a hefty price, often anywhere from $30 to well over $100. In Vietnam, it's a whole different story. For a fraction of that price, usually just a few dollars, clients don't just walk away with a sharp haircut. They get a full-on relaxation ritual. It includes scalp washes, facial massages, hot towels, razor shaves, and detailed styling. It's not just about looking good, it's a therapeutic routine for everyday working men to shed their daily stress. It's precisely this blend of high-level craftsmanship, genuine hospitality, and holistic care that has allowed Vietnamese barber brands to expand globally, winning over clients across borders. Having spent 10 years of my life with shears and clippers in hand, knowing every ins and outs of this trade, standing here tonight, looking through the glass at the warm, golden lights, and seeing my former teammates working passionately on their clients, it brings back a flood of unforgettable memories.
If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a haze love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire.
This shop is called Đông Tây Barber Shop. For the branches over in Europe, they use the exact same concept translated into English. Whether here in Vietnam or abroad, every barber at Đông Tây is fully equipped with top-tier imported gear from the US, like legendary wall clippers that any barber would recognize in a heartbeat. They even have custom kid-sized barber chairs so the little ones feel right at home. Before touching a pair of shears, every single barber undergoes rigorous, highly professional training to master both the craft and customer care. Clients often get cute little keychains as souvenir gifts, but what I love most is how much my former boss cares about the younger generation. He frequently hands out thermal water bottles and school supplies to young students. On top of that, Đông Tây regularly runs charitable campaigns, building compassion houses for underprivileged families and providing direct aid to communities hit by natural disasters. Even though I don't work here anymore, looking back at everything my boss and Đông Tây have built and given back to the community makes me feel incredibly proud to have once been a part of this family. And this is him, my former boss, Mr. Thanh, the man who built the Đông Tây Barbershop brand from the ground up. Even though he leads a massive system with over 100 branches both in Vietnam and abroad, in real life, Mr. Thanh is incredibly humble, grounded, and approachable. He didn't just teach us a trade to earn a living. He inspired us, showed us how to be decent human beings, and taught us the importance of giving back to society. Seeing him still working with the exact same passion and energy as day one, I have nothing but pure respect and admiration for him. And this is Du, my good friend and the manager of this barbershop. I jokingly asked him how much he brings home every month, and with a straight face, he claimed it's only about 5 to 6 million Vietnamese dong, around 200 to 250 US dollars. Don't let him fool you, that was just a joke. In reality, the average monthly income for a barber in Vietnam usually starts from 12 million Vietnamese dong, around 500 US dollars, and up depending on their skill level, hard work, and client base. And now, I'm actually cutting Du's hair myself. It's been a while since I last held my tools, but muscle memory kicked right back in. My hands didn't shake at all. Everything felt as smooth and natural as if I had just done it yesterday. While I'm at it, I want to share a little heart-to-heart with you guys. Like I mentioned in my previous video, stepping away from being a barber, a shop manager, and an instructor wasn't because I fell out of love with the trade. I simply wanted to push myself out of my comfort zone and explore a brand new passion, filmmaking. I was longing for more time freedom and flexibility as a freelancer. A lot of people told me I was making a mistake because freelance video production is financially unpredictable for me right now. It is definitely tough at the moment, but I refuse to give up. And the same goes for this YouTube channel. My big dream is to hit 100,000 subscribers someday. It might take a very long time, but if life gives me the chance to stay connected with you all through YouTube and make a living from it, I promise to pour my whole heart and soul into creating content for you guys.
I did it all, I played pretend, I moved the mountains to be your friend. I wanna know if it mattered. I would have gone to war for you, I would have bent the earth in two just to get to our ever after. Something about this has changed, I wanna feel you close again. Don't let go, no I don't want this to end. Whoa. Remember the start when you're breaking my heart again, like blood on a pen. Would it matter then when everything starts to fade? I'm back like it's yesterday. Would it almost end? Would it matter then? Would it matter then? I did it all, I pulled the weight on my shoulders like it was fate. Don't tell me it was for nothing.
After finishing the haircut, we headed out together to grab some late dinner. We stopped by a familiar Saigon noodle cart on the street corner, an iconic everyday sight that anyone living in this city knows and loves. Tonight, I ordered dry instant noodles with pork bone broth. Mi gói khô xương. This is an absolute Saigon street food classic. The instant noodles are cooked perfectly al dente, tossed in a savoury mix of soy sauce, scallion oil, crunchy bean sprouts, and fragrant fried garlic. It's served with a piping hot side bowl of rich, naturally sweet broth, featuring a massive, tender pork bone to gnaw on.
Takes a cool side, same bobcat, same old boots, trying to outrun the thought of you, but in the stand true, don't stop. You can't live in a town this small. You can change your mind, but not your past. Every mile just feels like moving half. You can change my name in your phone. You can't live in a town this small. I moved on, but not too far, just down the road from who we are. You can change
Sitting on small plastic stools by the sidewalk late at night, mixing up those flavourful noodles, taking a sip of hot broth, and enjoying that tender pork bone, it's not just delicious, it's pure, simple Saigon comfort food at its finest. And that wraps up today's video. Thank you so much for coming along with me on this journey, from riding the metro and visiting the healing Đông Tây Barber Shop, cutting hair with my old friends, and finishing the night with a comforting bowl of dry noodles in the heart of Saigon. If you enjoyed this video and want to support my new path, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to help me get one step closer to that 100,000 subscribers milestone. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all in the next video.